Now, regulars to Malvern describe a kind of magic that comes over the place. Some magic's happened now because we've got 2 Escape to the Country presenters in one place at the same time.
That's modest.
With Adam Frost. With Adam Frost. How good is that?
I thought you were going to say the sun's come out and the skies are blue. That's what I was going to say. That's the magic.
That is the magic, isn't it? Good to see you, mate.
Lovely to see you.
And lovely to see you again, Adam.
And you, sir.
I know you two are busy on stage here throughout the whole weekend. But can I pick your brains quickly?
Go on.
I know you're not into garden trends as such, but as we look forward to 2024, do you see any new patterns emerging?
That idea trends sort of, I get a shiver. I think...
Is there normally a retail behind it?
Yeah, I know there is, but also I think gardens move too slowly. You know, so I always say, you know what, if you want to change your garden, change the colour of your cushions or something like that, you know, or the pots or whatever. But I think... For me, I think over the last few years, it's been that idea that, and I think Nicky and I have seen this when we've been here, is people are starting to realise that they need to back off a little bit. And it's not always about chasing perfection. There's that, hold on, why am I doing this? I'm doing it for physical, mental health, but also I'm doing it for the environment. And I think that's a massive thing.
But it's a really interesting question, isn't it? I mean, we meet people all the time saying, oh, find me the perfect house, find me the perfect garden, the perfect view. I don't think the perfect anything actually really exists.
And also, I don't think you want your garden to be finished.
No.
Because that's the whole point of a garden. It's constantly changing, isn't it? What you want out of it, what it gives you. And I think that's part of the excitement, thinking, well, that's really worked. That was great, but actually perhaps next year I might replace it with something else. And constantly tweaking and seeing how it works with the climate as it is at the moment and Mother Nature.
See, you spent a couple of days with me. she's really getting it out. It's brilliant.
But you know,
Nicky becomes this ultimate expert. It's great.
No, but you know, you've been hosting Chelsea for years, haven't you? Nickys Garden is beautiful in London. I mean, it is gorgeous.
I do have help. I can't take any credit for it, but I am passionate, and what I love is that I don't pretend to be an expert. I'm surrounded by experts that are extremely generous with their time. And the one thing about the gardening community, and it is a huge community, is that how people always want to give you great advice.
They do.
And no one tells you, they just advise, don't they? And that's what's so lovely. And weighing that up, having property, the great British countryside, I mean, we're in such a beautiful spot, and gardening, put it all together. What's not to like?
Yeah, exactly. What's not to like? And here, our last hurrah before the depths of winter set upon us all. And everybody's loving it, aren't they? I mean, they're shopping like crazy. The conversation about gardening is going on right across the showground.
And also what really, really strikes me here, and we did a talk a little bit earlier on, and there was a young chap in the audience, and his mum put up her hand and wanted some advice from Adam. And she said, whenever I go out with Alex, his name was Alex, he always wants me to buy plants for him, and how do we look after this? And you know, and he was just besotted with gardening, wasn't he? And that's what you want, that younger generation also getting excited about it.
Because the reality is, all I really want, and people have a go.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. And you know, we worry too much. We've been talking about it, haven't we? What something's called, this, that, failure, all that. None of it matters. It's about getting your hands in the soil, and it's about having a go. And then it's one living experiment, and then you get these little sort of moments, and you go, that's special.
That works.
And then you build confidence.
I couldn't agree more. And I'm always encouraging people to have a go. You know, the guys we meet on the show, we show them a beautiful house and lovely garden. They say, oh, but maybe it's not for me to take on. Maybe I couldn't make it work. I don't deserve this garden. No, you do. If it's your space, it's whatever you want it to be. And that's the fun of it, isn't it? Yeah. Guys,
totally agree, mate.
Absolutely great to see you.
Lovely
and
to see you.
I know you've got plenty to do
Partner
here.
in crime.
I know, indeed. A big quick catch up. Amazing year. Property, I think this year, a vintage year for Escape.
Yeah, really, really interesting. Pockets, still hot spots where property is still going up in price. Luckily, in a lot of areas, it's sort of levelling off a little bit, which isn't a bad thing, you know, especially for people wanting to get on the property ladder. But incredible properties and people taking a real sense of pride and thinking very, very clearly about what they want from that next step. Not just a knee-jerk, I'm going to move to the countryside. In actual fact, what can the countryside give me? But also, what can I give the countryside?
There you go.
Hey, that's wise words.
That's the perfect ending. That's Nicki Chapman doing JFK.
Love you, Jules.
You too, love. Mate, good to see you.
And you, boy, look after yourself.
Have a good weekend.
Cheers.